happy birthday, achaf-hammi.
So I think these fall or winter gatherings to celebrate, we say we celebrate the birthday of achaf-hammi this time of year. It's celebrating that return of plankhouse culture to the Grand Ronde people. And I think that is really important. I think it's important to take time to recognize the tremendous hard work and planning that goes into creating this beautiful house, and to thank all the people who have brought these songs forward, brought these dances forward. And for us to come together as a Grand Ronde family and celebrate that, I think is really important, because when I was growing up, this wasn't here. But today we see all kinds of kids running around outside the house, inside the house. Our children today will never know a time when going to the plank house in the fall isn't a normal part of their lives. And that's restoring culture. That's restoring who we are as Grand Ronde people.
I was 5 years old when we were restored, and so in the early years of the restoration of our tribe and the reclamation of a lot of our traditions, we didn't have a central location for us to practice a lot of our cultural traditions. The restoration of and the reclamation of a physical building and a space where we could actually meet to relearn and to teach our children the songs and the dances. And that was a very powerful moment in my life, because my children were able to grow up in a time where they never knew the non-existence of those traditions in their lives.
The plank house, or as we refer to it as achaf-hammi, the logs that you see, the round logs, came from our reservation, just right up the road over there. The planks came from old logs, like 150-year-old logs out of Sweet Home down in a valley. They were from an old fire, and that's why you can see in some of them that you can actually see the burnt edges. That's why they wanted to leave them there, so that they continue to tell the history too.
You see the hugeness of these boards, like how wide they are and stuff, is all due to that old growth. They had to airlift the logs over here. So they were carried by huge choppers and then gently sat down in the gravel just over yonder, where all of the construction and carving was going on for like a year. So we watched that, and it was all done in a traditional manner, not using modern tools.
So plank houses or dance houses like this were found up and down the Oregon coast, throughout the Willamette Valley, and they were these winter dance houses where our people would come to tell their stories, sing songs, share dances, and they were a great place for cultural exchange as well. As we will have here today, we will have many guests from other tribes and other parts of the state, or people traveling from out of state to join us here and share culture, share food, and share our stories. Because of course, when the first frost comes, that signifies the time for telling our econom, our traditional stories within our tribe. And we tell stories in our plank houses until the frogs sing again in the spring.
To me, it's, having the plank house back again is like the hearth of the people. It's like the fireplace for the people. So it's a place to gather, it's a place to have potlatches. We've had funerals, we've had birthdays, we've had coming of age ceremonies, but this is the place for those things to happen. Not every tribe in the Northwest is blessed enough to have a plank house, to have that hearth of the people, and we do. We have a lot of blessings to be grateful for in this tribe, and a lot of it has to do with our ancestors and what they wanted.
I'd just like everyone to know that they're welcome here. Our achaf-hammi, our house, is open to anyone who wants to come, learn about Grand Ronde people, learn about Grand Ronde culture, and we would love you to come and join us here to see this beautiful house and see the amazing culture that we have here at Grand Ronde.